Once upon a time, there was a monastery near a town where many monks lived. The rules in the monastery were very strict, and one of them was to not speak even a word and keep silent all the time. All the monks in the monastery adhered to this rule, and everyone who joined the monastery had taken up a strict vow of silence. Though there was a rule not to speak a word, but once a monk completed 1 year of silence, he was given a chance to speak, but even then, the monk was allowed to speak only 2 words. Once, a young man joined the monastery and also took up a vow of 1 year of silence. When his first year ended, the head monk called him and said, "Your first year of silence is complete, and now you are allowed to speak, but remember you can speak only 2 words." The young monk thought for a while and finally spoke 2 words, which were bad and hard. The head monk understood his words and realized that the young monk was sleeping on the hard ground and needed a better place to sleep. Anyways, the young monk left, but he continued to live in the monastery. Another year passed, and again, after completing 1 year of silence, the head monk called that young monk and asked, "So, what do you have to say this time?" The young monk again said 2 words, which were "food stinks." The head monk understood his words and realized that the food the young monk was getting was not good, and he did not like the smell of that food. Anyways, the young monk left from there, but he still continued to live in the monastery. Again, another year passed, and again, the head monk called him and asked him, "What are your 2 words this time?" The young monk exclaimed, "I quit." The head monk thought and said, "Well, I can see why." Then the head monk of the monastery said, "Good. Anyways, all you have been doing these 3 years was nothing but complaining. You came here to do your meditation, but instead of doing spiritual practice, you only kept complaining for 3 years, and that's why you could not reach your goal." If we see in our lives, we will find that most people keep on complaining no matter how much they get. But they should understand that if they keep complaining all the time, they will never be able to achieve their goals, and they will quit even before they get there. We should not focus on what we lack, but instead see what we have. If we want to accomplish anything in our lives, we have to stop complaining and start working towards self-improvement. The feeling of deep gratitude can only arise when we become aware of what life has given us. Our attitude towards life is our own choice, whether we choose gratitude or complaint. That is exactly what life will reflect back to us.